Blake Corum is playing at a Heisman level. He's playing at a Heisman level right now. And I know there's some MSU fans out there that feel like, well, that's not fair. K9 last year was playing well, and he didn't get invited to New York. I can't speak on that. I mean, I definitely believe he had a gripe, but I'm telling you, this year, Blake Corum is absolutely Heisman Trophy worthy up to this point. So, and he's had the moments, right? So you're absolutely should feel that Blake Corum as of now should be in that a finalist, and we'll see if it continues. But I will say this: the emergence of Donovan Edwards more and more will affect Blake Corum's stats potentially. Now today it didn't. they both gashed Penn State. How they split the carries with those guys. Now that it seems like they're both rolling, right? Does it go from at one point, being and granted, Donovan Edwards was out earlier this year with an injury. It started off, what was it, like 85%, 90% Blake Corum, right? And then every week, you've seen Donovan Edwards get more and more touches. Does it go Corum, 40% Edwards? It'll be interesting to see that dynamic and that, how they split the carries up and how that would affect Corum's stats, right? But yeah, that's more of the cosmetics of an award. But at the end of the day, it's about winning.
Absolutely. We have another super chat. Emily says James Franklin is not a good coach. You know, things definitely aren't trending in the right direction for him, but
Penn State,
good is a relative term. I don't know.
Dude, like, look, and I brought this up. I was asking Mario Lee, who joined us on Wednesday's show, and I asked him, what was his thoughts on the perception that James Franklin has that he's not a good coach or that he's a bad in-game. The way I phrased it was in-game decision maker. And he said personally he never really viewed James Franklin like that as of late. He thought earlier on in his career at Penn State there was definitely some growing pains, but as of now lately he really doesn't see him as a bad in-game decision maker. Look, man, at the end of the day, James Franklin has done a good job at Penn State. They're in a running every year. He has a Big Ten title. To say he's not a good coach, I think is overstating it a little bit. I think at a certain point he may have been slightly overrated, but he's definitely I think he's a very, very solid and good coach. He's done a really good job at Penn State, and they've had big wins. They've beaten Ohio State. Like they've been in the mix. So, I don't want to try to down James Franklin as a way to kind of dismiss what Michigan did today. James Franklin is a very solid coach. Penn State is a really good program, and Michigan took it to him. That's just it. We're not changing the narrative today. Michigan doesn't deserve that. They deserve all the praise they're going to get.